Hey guys, it's Gweiss here. This is my first YouTube video. It's a Warwick jungle guide and we'll be covering runes and masteries, pathing, mechanics, and itemization. I think Warwick is one of the best junglers, especially in low elo, because he's very easy to play and he's very strong. Let's get into it. Warwick can start literally anywhere in the jungle. On Warwick, you want to start Q level 1 because it gives you damage and healing, and it's the way you clear your level 1 camp the fastest. You're going to get W level 2 because the way your W works is if something's below 50% HP, you attack it really fast. Typically early game, you want to stay away from camps like Krugs and Raptors because they do a lot of damage. And you don't want to do them on champions like Warwick because he has all single target abilities. But once you get Tiamat, it's super easy to do. The way you want to clear them is you want to start off by auto attacking them and then Q Tiamatting at the same time. The reason you do this is because you can cancel your Tiamat animation, which is like an overhead swing on Warwick, by queuing. Warwick can control neutral objectives very well, meaning he can solo them on his own at very early times. So once you have a point in each ability, you are able to solo any dragon at any time. He can do dragons pretty much from the start of level 3, even cloud dragons, which do the most damage of the 4 elemental dragons. To do this, you will need 2 charges of smite, so you will need to consider your usage of smite before starting the cloud dragon. You want to make sure you get the most out of your E damage reduction and Q whenever you can so you can heal. You want to smite early because getting the dragon below 50% will help you auto attack it faster. The easiest way to not get hit by a Warwick ult is to obviously flash it. However, some people are greedy with their flash and would like to flash after they get hit by the Warwick ult. However, because Warwick's Q chase is so overpowered, he can actually chase people no matter how quickly they flash as soon as you ult them. Warwick has a very unique aspect about him in which he can follow any dash in the game, including teleports. To do this, you will need them to start their dash or teleport, and then you Q them. And the way your Q works is if you hold it, you will follow them, no matter how far they go, no matter where they go. Another interesting thing about Warwick's Q is that when he's in animation of it, he cannot be CC'd. This means things like Orianna Shockwave, Lee Sin Kick, things that normally will CC you, will not CC you anymore. For runes, you want to take standard resistances, attack damage, and attack speed. This means you want attack speed, quints, attack damage reds, armor yellows, and magic resist blues. The masteries you want to take on Warwick are going to be 18, 0, 12. Some points that might answer your questions would be, why would you not put at least 1 point in Vampirism? Because Warwick has low base AD and already has enough lifesteal, so you don't need any points in that. You want Battle Trance because you're going to always be in fights. You want Magic Pen over Armor Pen because Warwick's Q and passive are both magic damage, and that is a majority of his damage. And then you want Fervor because he's always auto attacking in fights and his ult applies many stacks. And then you want all of these, the mobility and healing masteries. Warwick really only has 2 core items on him, Tiamat and Skirmisher Saber, Red Smite. Everything else is situational. You want to buy Tiamat on your first back or whenever possible. Typically, you want to be a tank as Warwick, but sometimes if you find yourself snowballing hard, you can build more damage. When I start snowballing, I buy a Sheen, and if I continue to snowball, I will turn it into a Trinity Force. If I stop snowballing after buying Sheen, I will buy an Iceborne Gauntlet. If I am snowballing even harder after Trinity Force, I will buy the Warrior Enchantment. However, in 99% of your games, you will want Cinderhulk. From there, if they have any AP threat, I will get a Spirit Visage because it increases the amount of healing Warwick receives, as well as giving him health and magic resistance. However, if they don't have any magic damage, feel free to just buy armor items. A comfort armor item is Deadman's Plate because it gives him move speed, which always feels nice. Get Randuin's if the enemies have crit, and Frozen Heart if they have a lot of auto attackers. A really good item on Warwick is Gargoyle Stone Plate because Warwick always jumps into the enemy team. The active on this will give him the max amount of bonus HP possible. Be sure to only turn Tiamat into Titanic Hydra once you need a solid chunk of HP. You don't want to upgrade this early because the active goes from 10 seconds to 20 seconds, which will hurt your clear speed. I usually upgrade it to Titanic after 3 to 4 completed items. For boots, you only have two options, Merc Treads or Tabbies. Merc Treads if they have heavy magic damage or CC, and Tabbies if they have a lot of AD. However, for those of you who are only comfortable building the same thing every game, you can have a completed build that is Skirmisher Saber with Cinderhulk, Deadman's Plate, Spirit Visage, Merc Treads or Tabbies, Gargoyle Stone Plate, and Randuin's Omen. Ganking on Warwick is fairly easy because he has a lot of damage as well as CC. A typical Warwick gank will start off with the W to increase his move speed, then you will use your E to fear the enemy and then ult them if it is up, and use Q whenever possible. To fear an enemy towards you, you just run straight at them, pop your E, and then Q through them, then reactivate your E to push them away from you. You can always go for the yellow gank where you just lead with ult and hope it hits, but that is not reliable. In late game teamfights, getting a solid engage off can win the game. You notice the 3 low health squishy targets, 2 of whom are carries. I pop my E, then ult into Anivia. This auto detonates my cure to the other 2 targets, and then I use Q as she flashes to follow her, allowing my team to pick up all 3 kills and win the game. So that's it for the Warwick tips. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comment section or at my Twitch channel. Thanks all.